Okay, cool. Okay, go ahead.
Just a quick question. Do you think that the universe is perfect?
Yeah, the universe is perfect.
How do you know that?
How do I know the universe is perfect?
Yes.
Because it's a cause. Because it's caused by God.
Yeah,
Oh my
Who are
God.
you?
look, I am your friend. Are we not friends?
No.
I can agree with you that the creation is not perfect in every respect.
Now imagine that you were omniscient and you knew what the outcome was going to be and you did it anyways. Then how could that possibly be called perfect?
You're,
Because he can't do anything imperfect. And if the universe is the result of his actions, then the actions must have been imperfect. How do
you
you
just
not
said,
get that?
I'm asking you to substantiate that. How do you know
I
that him,
have.
Peterson? I'm
I
talking
have
about the.
done this countless times. How about you tell me how creating a terrible or an imperfect universe is in it of itself a perfect action?
Okay, Peterson.
I
So
guarantee
wait,
you have no clue what the Big Bang is.
it is. You guys think some kind of rocks or whatever came down and started forming
Oh
some
my God,
bullshit?
you're dumber than I thought, and I thought you were really dumb.
Everybody in the whole world. We got the same 8 planets, or 7 now.
You
And
are
then we got
so unbelievably stupid. Why are you
look, we got
talking about how many planets there are? What the Big Bang is it's a description of space itself expanding. It has nothing
where
to
do
do with
planets where
the
are planets?
number of
Are
planets that
planets
there
in
are.
space or not?
The cool thing about science is it allows you to become the Antichrist. See, I can take wine and then turn it into water.
Save this man. Save this man. Give this sister hope for reconciliation. Even though it doesn't make any sense, even though she can't even.
Again, who's being taught time zones in middle school?
Middle schoolers are.
What
That
for
was
in social
by
studies?
far the stupidest
What for in
question you
social
have
studies?
asked. Who's being
What
taught
what
things
for
in
in
middle
social
school?
hold on.
Middle schoolers
At what
are.
point in social studies?
What? Watch your sister's shower sauce.
Okay, are you aware how a gyroscope works and a compass? No, it's the thing on the planes that show you your altitude.
Oh, you're so dumb! A gyroscope does not show you your altitude.
We are not apes.
Okay, you're gonna completely contradict yourself again here. It's gonna
Maybe
be really
you are,
funny. Do
but
apes have opposable thumbs?
Why can't you answer any of my questions without like just pivoting to something else?
Do apes have well, we're talking about. You said you made the claim that humans aren't apes, so we're breaking down that claim. We're doing one thing at a time. Do apes have opposable thumbs?
We are obviously not apes because we are apes.
We obviously are apes, and you're going to prove it by saying yes to all of these questions. Do apes have opposable thumbs?
When's the last time you referred to a human as an ape?
Literally just now. We are apes. When was the last time you referred to a human as an ape? Are humans mammals?
Humans are mammals.
There you go. You completely fell apart. Again, one of the kinds of mammals is a primate. Humans are primates. Now, do you think humans are primates?
Humans are mammals.
Yeah. There are many types of mammals. There are monotremes, there are marsupials, there are placental mammals, there are canines, there are felines, there are ursidae, which are bears, there are cetaceans, which are whales, there are pinnipeds, which are like seals and walruses, and there are primates. Do you think humans are primates?
We are not apes. We are not monkeys.
I asked you if we are primates.
That would concede to the fact that we are somehow related to monkeys and apes, and we are not.
Yeah, it would admit that you were wrong.
Not.
Well, guess what? Apes and monkeys are mammals.
They're mammals, correct?
Yeah, and so are we.
No, I don't think human beings are animals, no.
But we're mammals. A mammal is a kind of animal.
I don't think we're animals. I don't think human beings are animals.
Do you think that we are mammals?
I've already said yes.
What is a mammal?
I do not think human beings are animals. Animals are out here eating their own feces. Human beings are.
What is a... Hey, don't tell me how to live my life. Angel, you're a three-dimensional creature. There's no... You can't tell me anything about reality. You don't have the ability to.
You don't have the ability to because you stuck in...
What is going on here? I'm losing my mind.
You don't have the ability to.
Neither do you.
What
Did
are
you not?
talking about?
Do you not get how your arguments work with you too?
No, this is how. Look.
I'm gonna
The argument
cry.
is simple. How can a carnally minded being know anything about spiritual matters?
Good job.
I guess they
agree.
don't,
All
which
you
means
depend-
you
hold on.
don't know anything about
But all you
spiritual
depend on-
matters.
No, I don't have the same problem as you. I don't.
What?
depend-
Why should we listen to Girdle? He's a three-dimensional
Hold
being
on.
that doesn't even understand
was
time.
why did Stephen Hawking? You showing your ignorance. Why was
What?
Stephen Hawking?
I'm
Why
going
was
crazy.
Stephen Hawking?
What is going on?
Go ahead, get your laughter out because you just don't.
No. So I see where the misconception was drawn. You're taking the term movement as in like physical movement.
As in what it means?
No. Okay, movement is a process of something, right? Not literal like.
Nobody uses the word movement that way.
That's a philosophical way of using the word.
Well, great. This is why philosophy is useless.
Actually,
All right, so you think that scientists have proven the Big Bang even though they have not proven it? It's a theory. Just like you think human evolution from apes is a
Do you think that protons, neutrons, and electrons exist?
Why not?
Because it's just a theory.
Mm-hmm. Wait, you can't prove the fact that atoms exist?
Wait, what?
No, I know. I own a telescope and I'm a drone pilot. I am not a
I thought
flat
you were a
earther.
biblical scholar.
I am a biblical scholar. That doesn't
And a
make me
drone
a flat
pilot?
earther.
Wow.
Yes. I've even read the hidden book of the 70, the Apocrypha.
Wow. Have you also been to Davy Jones' locker?
Like
What is righteous about killing somebody for a crime they didn't commit?
What again? Are you talking about the babies, for example, or
all the firstborn children in Egypt? There's another good example. What crime did they commit?
Yeah, I can see how you would see that as evil.
I can see how killing a child for a crime that they didn't commit is bad. Yeah, I can see that too. It's weird how you can't see that.
If God is real, then why isn't Santa real? Santa? You mean Satan? You really didn't see how they pulled that one on you? You didn't see when the DNC, they just took Satan and they put one of the letters in a different spot. Now we have Santa. Why do you think they did that? Why do you think they did that? You ever heard of Klaus Schwab? Yeah, I didn't think so. Let me fill you in on a little something. Christmas? Socialism. What did those kids do to deserve any of that? How many kids you know got a full-time job? You know that right now, some of the most important states in the country, like Mississippi, are trying to get kids back into factories. And the woke left, the sheep, don't want any of that.
Well, your side hasn't proven Big Bang, irregardless.
What would it... Okay, if we were to prove the Big Bang, what would that look like? How would that happen?
I don't know. You're creating something from nothing, which makes it impossible through Einstein. I rest my case.
That's not the Big Bang.
E equals MC squared. Explain the Big
That's
Bang
also
for me
not
for
the Big
Albert
Bang.
Einstein.
Alive. You know, if Earth moves 1 inch to the left, it's going to be too cold for humans to stay alive. Earth move 1 inch to the right, it's going to be too hot for humans to stay alive. Y'all want to act like Earth is some type of accident. It's not an accident. Every single person is different. Like, why are we all different if God's not real? It don't make no sense.
Please stop.
What's up?
So do you believe that there is a creator?
You mean like Tyler?
No, like of the world. Hypothesis?
I don't know what you mean by that. That was a sentence fragment. Okay.
Do you believe in dinosaurs? Like, do you think dinosaurs were real and existed, or do you think they were methodical creatures?
Methodical.
methodical, mythological.
If you're a reptile, you don't have to have sex to reproduce. You just lay eggs. No.
What?
I guess there was a meteor. I didn't know that part. I've never heard that. The Big Bang?
The Big Bang?
Some of the things I can do, for example, are lightning and little flashes, and it's difficult to do, and it's not very, very obvious, but it is something.
Well, I'm gonna go.
Look at all the destruction going on.
These are the most peaceful times. These are the most peaceful times in history. It's never been like this. Do you? There's this thing called World War II.
What? Excuse me. I'm 64 years old.
Okay.
Cool. Yeah.
I'm 32 years old, almost.
Right. So I lived in that era.
Great.
Nothing happened back then. Like
nothing happened back then? Are you kidding me?
No. Tell me what happened.
You're joking, right?
No, I'm not.
So, for example, there was a Rwandan genocide in the 90s, and about 1 million people died in a matter of a couple of months.
A what?
A genocide in Rwanda.
The fact that I never heard about it tells me one thing.
It tells me a lot of things. World War II was worse than today. Do you agree or disagree?
We haven't. It still doesn't. It still doesn't top everything that's going on in every different country.
World War II?
No, I'm talking about the volcanoes and the flooding and the rain and the.
Lady, what in the actual good golly fuck are you talking about right now?
Okay, take your next caller.
And it talks about the Big Bang as well. It talks about how God started the point, the
Sure
universe
doesn't.
from a point.
Anyways.
He started I didn't even finish what I was going to say, so you literally just cut me off, but okay. It literally says that he started the universe. He started the, all right, you kind of get nervous. But
Yeah,
he
that's
started the universe
right.
from a point. You're not going to
It says that his leaf will not wither. It won't wither. Why? Because you're planted by the source. You're planted in the source. And whatever he does shall prosper. Listen, check this out. Check this out. Hold on. Let me take the trash out. Let me hit this brother right here with something too real quick. You know haters come in. They got to get hit with something. You ready? Hey, let me hit you with it real quick. Planet Peter real quick. Goodbye. Uh-oh.
So, are you kidding me? The world is in free fall right now. You're actually defending the West as some sort of viable market. It's run by complete socialists right now. We have burnt all capital.
The top 1% that has all the money, they're trying to redistribute the wealth. Oh no, yeah, that's how they got all the money, by redistributing all the wealth. Oh.
No, they're funneling all of your national money out into their world globalist elite structure, and then they're leaving all the countries bankrupt, and all the banks will collapse.
Where's the socialism in that?
Oh, we'll change over to central bank
Where's
digital
the socialism
currency.
in that?
They're funneling all of your money out of the country. They're destroying your country and turning it into a technocracy. They're turning America into what their first country was. Their prototype was China. And now they're turning America into that.
China in the 60s was a prototype country?
No,
what the hell are you talking about? Only like 10 or 15% of Chinese people even lived in urban areas in the 60s.
Okay. When Nixon
they had literally 0 miles of highways back
when
then.
You can stop
almost everybody was a subsistence farmer. That's your idea of a technocracy?
No, that's your way of mentioning stuff you know about China to act like you're knowledgeable on it without
you
listening
brought
to the point
up
I'm making.
China and you
Yes,
said that was their model country
China, the
in the
ones who
60s.
Wikipedia said in the 1930s and Mao's revolution took out Chiang Kai-shek.
Mao's revolution did not occur in the 30s. The
No,
Great Leap Forward happened in the 50s.
I'm not saying it did, bro. I'm using random
Then why did
examples
you
of
say
going
those
on
words
Wikipedia.
and mention that decade?
Because
And then
you are
Nixon.
hilarious. You are sophistry defined.
You're pathetic.
No, I'm not, bro. You
Yeah,
won't let
you
me
are,
explain
bro.
to you. You're trying to lead a horse to water, and you're like, no, let's go over here. Let's go eat some peyote.
I'm trying to
over
pull
here.
a horse's head out of its ass, but it's not working.
There's psychics out there. They can read nature better than me.
Yeah, I mean, you could have used your psychic powers to see into the future and see that I was going to do this, but unfortunately, you didn't do that.
And just
You're
throwing
going to
them into
straw
a
man the
pile.
Big Bang or evolution right now.
Throwing
Just so
them
you know.
into a pile.
Just so
on the
everybody knows, I'm a prophet, and I know that that's what's going to happen. You're going to make something analogous to a tornado goes through a junkyard and creates a Boeing 747.
It's a very valid argument.
Oh,
you
you
seem to be triggered.
Oh, you're as predictable as you are ridiculous. Tell me what life is. You won't be able to do it because I'm a prophet, like we already went over. I know that you won't be able to tell me what life is, but go ahead and tell us what life is.
What's the name of one living thing that came from a non-living thing?
So
You
the
said it happens
question
all the
was,
time, right?
tell us what life is.
No, you said it happens all the time, right? What's an example of that?
You're doing it right now, so go ahead and tell us what life is.
Wait, so I'm not alive, but I just became alive? What if there was nothing floating around in space, and then that nothing exploded for no reason, and then something fell out of the dirt? Straw man.
It's entirely
no,
strong.
yes,
the
it
Big Bang
is.
is an explosion. You are completely clueless about what the
Yeah.
theory says.
Yeah, a life is something that is living. And you're going to say, no, that's circular.
That's a circular definition.
So explain it.
An apple is a thing that is an apple.
So what is life?
What can be proven is that there was an Antarctic treaty signed.
Okay, so you think the Earth is flat?
Listen, I don't think it's flat. I do not think it's flat, but I do not think it's round. I think that.
What does that mean? Then what is it?
If you'll quit interrupting me, please, good sir.
What is it then?
Look, it's planetary. It's a plane. Okay, listen, if you'll let
That's
me.
flat. You just described a flat object.
Sir.
No, God isn't looking at you like, oh my goodness, you're so dirty. That's not how God is looking at you. Whew.
Everybody knows Jesus Christ, dog.
They do? That's weird, because when Columbus got to America, he was like, wait, none of you have ever heard of Jesus? It's kind of weird, isn't it?
We're talking 2023. No,
There are literally uncontacted people that still live in places like...
the
the Sentinelese have been contacted, kind of, sort of, but there are people in the New Guinea Highlands and the Amazon that have never made contact with
those people don't count.
Wow.
About,
So you're an ethnocentrist piece
You know
of
what that
beta.
means, bro.
Of course you don't know what it means, because you're an unlearned ethnocentrist beta male people.
You're the only one hurling insults, which makes you a worse person than me.
You know what? I agree. I am mean, but I'm only mean to ethnocentrist pieces of shit. That's it. Those are the only people I'm mean to. I am mean to people that deserve it. People like you. I'm mean to people like you.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine.
But you're a beta and you deserve it, and you're an ethnocentrist.
Okay. I don't know what that is.
I know you don't. Because you're an unlearned ethnocentrist.
No, I'm just kidding. Hey yo, guess what?
Hey yo, guess what?
I'm 6'4", 240 pounds.
Wow.
In different stages of developments, and those skulls do not prove anything either. No, that's not evidence. That's still incorrect.
Right. So it is evidence, because those are the missing links that you were looking for.
That's just incorrect, but okay. No, but I can reject evidence, or I can reject theory that's not based on solid evidence, like evolution. And Darwin was clearly a fake.
Why are we
He was a
genetically
fraud.
most similar to the great apes?
That's irrelevant. Ape is an animal. Like, what's even your point? We have two arms, 2 legs, a head.
Tell me I'm a good boy.
You are a nice boy.
Am I a pretty boy?
Yeah.
Am I a handsome boy?
Oh, yeah.
How you doing, buddy?
I'm fine.
Why are you so angry, man?
Who's angry?
You're extremely. I can see demons coming out of you, man.
I can see demons coming out of you and going into you.
No.
Anally.
I just got in. I just spoke. But you know what? I'm gonna tell you something, man.
When you say that evolution is true, the Big Bang happened. I mean, I'm sure you're familiar with Albert Einstein, correct?
What? I don't know where this could possibly be going.
Einstein? According to Einstein, who was one of the smartest humans ever, he proved that the universe cannot create itself out of nothingness. So my $1 million question.
Why would you say that?
I'm not finished.
Why
Because
would you say
science knows
something
that it
like
cannot
that?
create itself
He
out of
has
nothingness.
never said that.
Science says
nor is that
Can you
nor
prove
is
to
the
me
idea of that
universe
in
created
contention with the
itself out
Big
of
Bang.
nothingness?
Why would you say that?
So the universe, the Big Bang says that two atoms collided at supersonic speeds.
Why would you say something like that? Do you have any idea how stupid you sound right now? Two atoms collided at supersonic speed.
No, because you're very close-minded. Yes, that's what the Big Bang is.
Josh, you fucking idiot. That's not the Big Bang.
Well,
that's never been the Big Bang. Nobody has ever said that except people like you. People who don't know anything. You know less than zero because the things you're pretty sure you know aren't true. You know negative things about the Big Bang. You have negative knowledge.
Cursing? It says a lot about you.
In the future, if we have the technology to change our DNA, do you think we will change our DNA and then produce better outcomes for our species?
That doesn't like refute my point, right?
Yes,
because
no. It would make us more intelligent of designers than the omniscient intelligent designer.
No, that's ridiculous.
Oh my God! How are you laughing right now?
You have to be trolling right now.
Trolling? Oh my God! If we can change our DNA and make it better, then we're better designers than the intelligent designer.
No, that just proves that. Well, that just proves my point. That just
It doesn't
wait,
really. You're just back into a corner now, Jamal.
No, my goodness.
Okay, so it sounds like you're pretty lost. Like you don't really know anything about the Big Bang. And
you know how the entire universe got created? You're the smartest human being who's ever existed. You actually know that. Tell me.
But okay, but
tell me.
You don't
tell
know.
Tell me.
I believe a God exists.
I didn't ask you that.
Yes, you did. You asked me, how do you think that it happened? And that's
I asked you how,
believe it.
and you told me what. So that doesn't really make any sense. How did it happen?
God created it.
How? Again, I asked you how, not what.
Can you be more specific, please?
Yes. So what I would like you to do is tell me how the universe was created.
So God created it.
Yeah, how? I didn't ask you what. I asked you how.
Because he wanted it to exist.
I didn't ask you why. I asked you how.
What do you mean? Can you be more specific?
No, I literally can't.
It's not about evidence. It's literally just a logical argument against someone that doesn't believe.
Just asking for evidence. If there's evidence, if there's no evidence, then just say there's no evidence.
There's no evidence.
Okay.
Evolution is real. Do you have any evidence for that?
If we did evolve from some other sort of apes that lived in the past and are now extinct, what would the evidence look like?
The missing link. We would find a ton of half man, half apes. Would have like missing links. We would have half man, half apes in different stages of developments, and those skulls do not prove anything either.
Let's imagine a scenario. There's you, there's me, and there's some person. We could say it's like a 10-year-old boy. And we come across this person, we're like, well, we have some options here. We can either just leave the boy alone. We could give the boy a cupcake, or we could kill the boy. Do you think it would be wrong for us to then kill that boy?
It would be wrong.
What if God told us to do it?
To kill the boy?
Yeah.
If it's really from God, then I can't complain.
Oh. You know who would complain? Pretty sure that boy would complain.
Not even the theory of evolution is scientific, dude.
God, why would you say that? Why would you say that? It's literally a scientific theory.
Darwin was clearly a fake.
Why are we
He was a
genetically
fraud.
most similar to the great apes?
That's irrelevant. Ape is an animal. Like,
so what I was hearing is when the sun is setting, it's illuminating gases and appearing red. When the sun's directly above somebody, it illuminates different gases and appears blue. The problem with that is, how can I be watching the sun setting and observing red light? Keep in mind that sun is in a different place for a different observer, and they would look up and see blue light. How can the sun be simultaneously be producing blue and red light?
I got a simple answer to that. Can you be in two places at once?
Yeah, that's not an answer to the question.
Can you be in two places at once?
How in the good golly fuck can this person be looking at that same
It's
sun
12
and
o'clock
see
in
blue
California.
light?
What
This
color
is
the sun?
not possible.
At the
Why does person
equator.
A see a red sun?
Jesus
Because the
Christ,
sun
man.
is creating a red glow of the gases around it. And you also said a person who is directly under the sun sees a blue sky because the sun is creating blue light. This can't
What
be.
creates the
These
blue
two
light,
things cannot be at the same time. This is my surprised face. Can Jesus lie?
Can Jesus lie? No.
So, yeah, to me, a lie would have to be you know that what you're saying isn't true, and you say it anyways.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so the mustard seed is not the smallest seed, so Jesus lied.
Well, this is why you literally go back to the Greek and Hebrew, because like that's how you
Okay, go
literally
back to
make
the
sure
Greek
you
and
know.
Hebrew.
That's what I just did. I just said mikros is what it says in the Greek, and this can mean least, small. It could mean either one. So you have to go by
Right,
what
so
the
then we have
interpretation
to
is
read
supposed
the
to be.
context. Yes, so let's read the context of the verse. It talks about the height at which the plant grows. It's talking about the size.
Okay.
It's not talking about. Okay, so the mustard seed is not the physically smallest
So it's
seed, and
talking.
Jesus
Okay,
said
so
that, and it's literally not true.
say
Yeah,
what the
show me a
interpretation of these
source that
verses are.
says that the early church claimed it means least qualitatively, not quantitatively.
Ignatius against heresy.
Read
I just
it.
told you. History of the church has shown Jesus' parable of the mustard seed to be true. The church has experienced an explosive rate of growth, and it is found worldwide and is a source of sustenance and shelter for all who seek its blessing. And this was in 110 AD in Ignatius against heresies. So it's showing that the mustard seed, like I said, was something that was not used as much, and then eventually was used by
You
all
can't be
types
that.
of
You cannot be
cultivators.
that goddamn stupid. That doesn't say that anywhere. We can.
But how do you know your interpretation is right?
We are looking for a qualitative versus a quantitative use of a definition that has more than one word. And you went to the
How
website
do you
and
know-
said,
Wait a minute,
"Well, the
Peterson,
parable is true."
wait a minute,
Therefore,
Peterson,
that means
Peterson.
it was a qualitative use of the
Peterson,
word
let
versus
me ask you a
quantitative.
question.
You have got to be the biggest.
Them demons coming
I'm
out.
not talking to you, scaredy
Peterson,
cat.
hold on.
There's evidence for life coming from an intelligent designer. That's
No,
for
there
sure.
isn't.
You have a blind spot, bro. Like you just don't see it.
We
bro.
have blind spots in our retina. An intelligent designer wouldn't put a
That's
blind
not what I
spot
mean.
in our retina. The
That's not what I
photosensitive
mean.
cells in our retina are in the back of the retina. Light has to travel through blood
Yeah,
vessels
but
and the
that-
back part of the photoreceptive cells
Yeah.
before they get to the photoreceptive regions of those cells.
Okay.
An intelligent designer wouldn't do that.
How
In
would
fact,
you know that? Wait a
mollusks
minute.
don't have blind spots and they don't have inside-out retinas.
wait,
So if there
what?
is an intelligent designer, it's some crazy freaking octopus god that's
Okay,
sitting up
Ken,
there going.
you could do something better.
Okay. I curse you.
And he's here wasting his time in my life. It just shows you that this movement is so powerful. They all send their minions. The CIA come. They come when. What do you say about that, mate? What do you say about this? Is science? So yeah.
Socialism rewards people for just existing.
But it,
Whereas
but
capitalism
That's why parents should
rewards
not
people.
feed their children. Their children need to have jobs starting at age the
send
moment
them
they're
send them
born.
back to the mines. You know, that's what they
Yep.
say. The kids
No,
crave
no,
the
no.
mines.
Yep.
I'm just saying that
That's why these
capitalism
conservatives,
rewards
these
people.
good people, are getting child labor laws taken away. We need these goddamn 10-year-olds in the factory again. I'm fucking sick of it. What should happen to orphans?
Everyone.
You can't control the ebb
What
and
should happen to
flow
orphans?
totally
Well, those orphans need to
of
get
how an
jobs.
economy works.
Those orphans need to get jobs.
We've already
No.
seen what
Yes,
we've
they
already
do.
seen in other
Don't you
nations what
dare!
happens when
Don't you dare imagine creating a program that would feed orphans. Don't even think about it.
Orphans.
Yeah,
Let me ask you
orphans.
something. How did they wait, how did they become orphans?
Doesn't matter.
Wait. No, you brought up orphans, so how did they become orphans?
Doesn't matter.
How? No, you
It
brought them up.
doesn't matter.
Yes, it does.
No, it doesn't matter because if they
You're telling me
don't
that
have
the how
jobs,
doesn't
then they
matter?
need to starve to death. It's too freaking
You're
bad.
telling me that no. See, you just want to say orphans because it suits your purpose, and I'm asking you the how, now you don't.
I'm the one that's being logically consistent. People that don't contribute do not deserve anything.
No.
The Big Bang could not have happened, not according to science.
The scientific method is precisely the tool that discovered that the Big Bang happened. You may as well claim that toast disproves the existence of toasters.
The distance of the sun is just far enough away from the Earth that it sustains life, but it doesn't burn us to a crisp. Any closer, an inch closer, and it would burn us up.
An inch closer, huh? I'm alive, I'm dead. I'm alive, I'm dead. I'm alive, I'm dead. I'm alive, I'm dead.
Burn us up. The seasons, the birds in the trees, the kittens and the puppies, the morning dew on the grass.
Oh, we're just saying things now? Bean and cheese burrito, LMNOP, anal polyps, tree kangaroo, the South Sandwich Islands, parenthetical expression, the number 4.
Okay, so there's your problem. You're operating with.
It's not my problem. It's a problem for the miracles. They are by default really unjustifiable by definition.
No, they're only unjustifiable by using a methodology that deals with a separate category, which is what you're doing.
What's the methodology for dealing with supernatural events?
In the same way, you can still, it's not going to be based off of like observation and repeatability, right? That's one of the things within the scientific method is it says, okay, it has to be repeatable.
Yeah, yes, I know. So what's the method? But you said that there is. So what is it?
No, there is. It's just not going to
what is it?
Repeatability.
Okay. It's great. So what is it?
Can say, yeah, you can say it's observation. Exactly.
What is the methodology for verifying a miracle?
My friend, that's the point.
You're not answering the question. What's the methodology?
Yes, I am. The methodology can be used in some form of the scientific method, but not within repeatability.
In principle, you could observe a miracle, but you could never verify that it was a miracle.
I disagree.
Okay, tell me how Jesus walked on water.
That's not what my claim is right now.
It's a miracle, so tell me how he did it.
I have no idea. That's not.
Tell me how he divided the loaves. Okay, so we can throw that out because we have no idea how it happened, so therefore we can't assume it was a miracle. That would be an argument from personal incredulity. So how did he divide the loaves and the fishes?
Yeah, no idea. So here.
Okay, how did he turn water into wine?
Listen. And stop.
How did he raise from the dead?
Would you stop interrupting?
How did he wake Zechariah up or whatever?
I will be happy to answer.
How did he heal the leper? No, but you can't answer the question because the only way you can believe in a miracle, but you have to believe it on faith for absolutely no justification other than I don't know what it was, therefore miracle.
Listen to me very carefully. You're operating outside of the methodology.
What is the methodology? You have not given the methodology. Prove that any miracle has ever happened. Pick any miracle you want. Go ahead.
Yeah, so look at the data that surrounds the actual events.
Data of supernatural events.
This is the Lake Titicaca scrotum frog.
This is Scrody McJohnson from planet Dickenballs. Here we have Labia majora from the Volva Islands, not to be confused with Labia minora from Moist Mountain.
You have absolutely no idea what evolution is if you support the ideology of an abortion. You are insanity if you think.
Do you know what a non sequitur is? This is a non sequitur and a red herring.
But people like you are the absolute abomination of what evolution is. Because you come onto these TikTok platforms, you come onto these social media
How drunk are you?
things.
I heard you hiccup earlier.
Oh no, I just ate a pork chop and then shrimp and potatoes. So yes, and rice, I have the hiccups. You don't even know what a Homo erectus is.
Yes, I do. It's an extinct hominid.
When did it happen?
When did they go extinct?
No, when did Homo erectus begin? Can you provide a source of 3 million years ago Homo erectus became popular?
Became popular? What does that mean?
The normal?
What does that mean?
Holy shit, this guy can't answer a fucking question to save his life.
Neither can you.
I asked you 17 times that you believe
evolution is when Homo erectus becomes popular. What are you talking about?
You still haven't answered the first question, let alone do I think you have the mental capacity to answer the second question.
I don't think you have the mental capacity to... When did they become popular?
Okay, what is this, a back room of your fucking, like...
It's an office.
Neanderthal room?
Yes, it's my Neanderthal room. Ooga booga, 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 ooga booga.
So answer the very first question I asked is if you believe in evolution is true, how can you support abortion? I want you to fucking
They're
answer that
not
direct.
mutually exclusive. It's a dumb comment. It's a dumb question.
No, it's
You
not.
need to clarify how they can possibly be mutually exclusive.
How would you describe the 66 or you just have the 33 accounts of the resurrection of Jesus by different people who lived in different times?
You mean the contradictory accounts? He was buried, and then if you read one gospel, the women go to his tomb and the rock's already opened. If you read another gospel, they go there and the rock isn't opened. In one, they go in there first. In another, they don't go in there first. In one, there's an angel in there. In another one, there's like 2 men in there. In another one, it's completely different. In one gospel, the women leave and never tell anybody. Way after that, people added 12 lines where they can drink poison and play with snakes and stuff like that.
Dude, I have no idea what you're talking about right now.
You've never read the Gospels?
It was created to be what it was. What do you mean? It's an ape. It can swing around.
Tell me some of the things that make an ape what it is.
I just fucking did, bro, 3 times, and you wouldn't stop talking. You're pissing me off with your condescending bullshit. Can you fucking talk to me like normal and stop talking over me with this question over and over when I'm answering it? You've got me triggered. Like, yeah, you think you win because you got me triggered?
That's great.
You don't.
What makes an ape what it is?
I literally just told you, bro. They fucking swing from trees. They have inherent nature. They have an instinct. They have fucking hair on their body. Like, what do you fucking want me to tell you? This is stupid.
So we have ball and socket joints in our shoulders too. We have hair all over our bodies as well.
And that means nothing. So
we have
where's the
opposable
transitional
thumbs.
species
We have
from recent
forward-facing
history
eyes. We have a
skulls that are all ape skulls and then all human skulls. Where's the
Humans are apes.
mass amounts of human history in the fucking ground of many civilizations that were transitioning throughout all of history? You can't fucking tell me because they don't exist. You got to be a
because
fool
this
to
happened
look at 5
many,
different
many
skulls.
hundreds of thousands of years ago.
This is, hey, everybody, this is the proof. These are some ape skulls up top, and these are some weird-ass human skulls at the bottom. That's proof. No,
Okay,
5
Lazarus.
skulls are not proof of shit. There will be civilizations.
No,
Millions
they are
of them.
proof.
You're fucking crazy, bro.
I'm not crazy, Lazarus.
You are crazy. That's why you keep trying to fucking bait me into these bullshit arguments.
Okay,
Show
so
me
if humans did,
show me
Lazarus,
these skulls and
if
human
humans
skulls
did
thing.
evolve, what
There's
would
like
the
5
evidence
skulls
look
right
like?
there, bro? Do you know humanity is like billions of humans, like billions of humans, and we can fucking trace things back thousands of years? Don't you think there'd be a little bit more proof than 5 skulls, bro? And not to mention, all you want to do is attack me the whole time. No wonder why I'm pissed, because you're fucking annoying trying to attack me while you can't even defend your own fucking points. It's ridiculous. 5 skulls do not make human transition, all right?
There are 14 skulls up here.
That. You can't prove it because it's fucking bullshit. I'm angry because you're a little fucking weasel, and I want to fucking slap you. That's why I'm angry, okay?
Oh,
you're a little weasel, and you think you're better than people, and you're not. Just like your evolution, you're wrong. And yeah, maybe I'm wrong for being mad at you, but I'm mad at little weasels. I don't like people like you.
Okay.
So yes, I'm going to get a little bit triggered when you fucking treat me like I'm an idiot when I know way more than you do. And
you don't know more than I do. Not about anything we've talked about so far. I've read a lot of literature about evolution. You haven't.
You're a fool. You need Jesus Christ. You're a fool.
All right, the mathematical probability of the Big Bang being true through natural occurrence without the concept of God would be similar. This is the perfect analogy. It would be like a tornado Just listen. It would be like
Forming
a tornado.
a 747. Yeah, I've heard it before.
That's not what I was going to say. Well, yeah, basically. It would be like a tornado going through a junkyard and forming the perfect Lamborghini. Do you think in an infinite amount of tries that would ever happen?
Infinite? Yes, it has to because
Really?
it's infinite.
But
yes, because
No, it doesn't. That's not
if you
true.
have an infinite amount of time, everything that can happen will happen.
I don't agree with that.
No, you don't agree with that. That's literally how infinity
Yes, I do.
works.
Yes, I do.
That's literally how
I
causal
do that.
events and an infinite amount of time works.
No, that's not true.
No. Oh.
Infinite. Dude, you were telling me. Listen, bro. I believe
What
that
are
there's
the
an
what are
intelligence
the
behind
odds that God did it?
way higher than randomness.
What are the odds?
I don't know. What is it? 199.
Why do you have an opinion if you don't know?
99.99999%.
Okay, work me through the arithmetic.
If you went into a forest and you saw perfectly.
I didn't ask for a metaphor. I asked you for
But this
arithmetic.
is I can't give that to you. So this is the best way I can describe it.
Yeah, that's because you don't have it. So we don't have a number for
But
the
you don't
God
either. So what's the
hypothesis.
probability? So you tell me the probability of God existing. What is it? Tell me the statistical probability of it.
It's fundamentally unknowable.
It's so much more obvious that an intelligent creator created it. How can you have creation?
Give me one
how can this-
example of anything that is created.
Okay, this is a good question. If nothing can be created or destroyed, then how
nothing
is everything
created.
here?
There we go.
How
I
is everything
also
here,
agree
then?
with the second law of
How is
thermodynamics. The
everything
universe
here,
was
then?
not created because nothing can
So
be
you think-
created or destroyed.
You think the universe is eternal?
Sure, why not?
Okay, that's the only viewpoint that you could possibly hold off that. I don't think.
Is it?
I just don't think people would agree with that, though.
Is it?
Hey, how's it going?
Fine.
Okay, you're gonna be rude.
I'm not being rude. I answered your question. What do you want to talk about?
I changed my mind.
What? You came on here. What did I do?
This is what's called the canopy theory.
I also have a canopy theory. Let me show you.
You should never hurt a child. There's no excuse for hurting a child.
He turned around and looked at them and called down a curse on them in the name of the Lord. Then 2 bears came out of the woods and mauled 42 of the boys.
Okay.
That was
Old
wrong.
That was Old Testament.
And it was wrong.
That was Old Testament. Again, I already told you
And
God's...
it was wrong.
Hey, dude.
Let's do it. Let's pull out the Bible and
Let's do
head
it.
towards the path of salvation. Have you allowed all the women to live? He asked them. There were those who followed Balaam's advice and incited the Israelites to be unfaithful to the Lord and pure incident, so that plague struck the Lord's people. Now kill all the boys and kill every woman who has slept with a man, but save for yourself every girl who has never slept with a man. Praise be the
you know
Lord. Not only was it good and just and righteous to deliver to all those warmongers every little girl that they could have their way with, but it was the most holy and perfect action that has ever been taken place here on this earth because it was the will of God.
Now I want you to read context, because the fact of the matter is you're doing...
There's no context where you can fork over an 8-year-old girl as property to a warmonger.
Again,
There's no
this-
context for
you're
that.
talking about old context.
And so, what evidence do you actually have? Not just an argument, but evidence.
By evidence, do you mean reason to believe something? By evidence, you mean an empirical form of what's your reason for believing that empirical?
What evidence do you have?
Than...
What evidence do you have?
Well, your term evidence is loaded. That's what I'm trying to understand.
What if you're wrong and you suffer eternal punishment because you were wrong?
I 100% know for the fact that I'm going to heaven because I've given my soul. I've given my soul to the Lord and Savior Jesus Christ.
What if you're wrong?
Brother, there is absolutely, I can guarantee, and here's why I'm not wrong. The tomb is empty, and over 500
this is the
people.
most egotistical
Wait a second.
thing I've ever
Listen to
heard
me.
in the world. The arbiter of the universe, the mythical, all-powerful cosmic Santa, specifically told me that there's a 0% chance that I could possibly be wrong about what created the entire effing universe, what's going to specifically happen to me after I die, what's specifically going to happen to you after you die. This is so egotistical. It's so unpalatably gross. Is it possible for a Christian to go to hell?
Yes, if they're a fake Christian or they don't truly believe or they haven't. I don't know. There's a whole bunch of fake.
That wouldn't be a Christian then. So do you think Jeffrey Dahmer's in heaven?
I knew you were going to bring up someone crazy like that. Well, okay. So again, what did he do before the end of his life? We know his life was pure evil and what he did was awful. And if he really, even though I don't think he could, because a person like that obviously doesn't have empathy, is a psychopath, is evil. But if he did somehow, some way do that, yes, he is in heaven.
Okay. So then where's the justice for what he did?
What do you mean, where's the justice? Again, So
people say you can't believe in morality if there's nobody to hold you accountable, if there's no justice, if there's no afterlife. So if he did all those things, but he still goes to heaven because, as you said, the only thing that's required is to just accept Christ, which means the other stuff he did is fine. He got to heaven. Where's the justice?
Okay, you know what, everyone in the chat, I want you to type trap card because he just activated my trap card. What happened to Jeffrey Dahmer before he was unalived? He was bashed in the skull. We got justice, okay? Someone got revenge. Yeah, he didn't survive in prison. What are you talking about? So again,
that doesn't sound like something God would want for people to bash people's skulls in.
Okay,
remember those WWJD bracelets? That doesn't sound like a D that W would J, or that J would W.
I'm not saying a
no,
Christian.
Wait, that doesn't sound like a. I don't know. Just you can make sense of that on your own.
I'm not saying a Christian did that because a Christian wouldn't be doing that. So obviously it wasn't a Christian who...
So God hires non-Christian goonies who are going to go to hell anyways to bash people's skulls in who are going to go to heaven?
No.
What are you talking about, man?
Again, so
yes, that's what you said.
No, that's not... Okay, see, there you go again, twisting my words. I never said...
I don't think I did, though.
No. I said there was justice, but I didn't say God forced anyone to make that justice.
However, careful attention to the medical commands of God as revealed in Leviticus would have saved untold millions of lives. All the days he has the sore, he shall be unclean. He is unclean, and he shall dwell alone. His dwelling shall be outside the camp. Leviticus 13:46.
Leviticus also says a woman is unclean after giving birth. She is deemed unclean for 7 days if she gives birth to a boy, but 14 days if she gives birth to a girl. Do you agree? Is a woman more unclean if she gives birth to a girl? Leviticus also demands women be quarantined when they menstruate. Is period blood contagious? Do women on their periods scare you? Does period blood have cooties?
Every living animal has bones.
Every living animal has bones. Earthworms have bones.
I said animal. That's an insect.
Oh! Bro, to
be Christian, all you have to believe is that Jesus Christ down on the cross for your sins was raised on the third day. That's all you have to believe.
Yes, that is the consensus that was ginned up hundreds of years after Christ died. Yes, we know this for a fact. The Nicene Creed, they got together and they decided these are the official beliefs of Christianity. That's where they came up with the Apostles' Creed. Yes, it is. That is where they came up with the ideas about how Jesus is begotten, not made, one in being with the Father, through him all things were made, etc.
Stop. The Nicene Creed had nothing to do with Christianity. The Nicene Creed had the divinity of Christ. And it had nothing to do with the terms of Christianity. The Nicene Creed was discussing the divinity of Christ, the hypostatic union, Christ's nature as being fully God and fully man, in union, in perfect union. That's the hypostatic union. That's what the Nicene Creed was. The Nicene Creed had nothing to do about Christian terms and the implications of what a Christian is. That had nothing to do with the Nicene Creed, bro. Dude, this is why I'm saying y'all haven't done your research on this stuff. Can you give me one source that says the Nicene Creed is about the implications of Christianity and what that actually means? Can you give me one source right now? I'm going to give you the floor. Unmute. Please give me one source, Brody. Give me one source to back up what you're saying.
The Nicene Creed.
Okay, what was the Nicene Creed about?
It officially establishes official Christian doctrine about what they believe about the character of Jesus. Because there were schisms. You said it has nothing to do with Jesus, and then in the next breath you said it's about Jesus.
It has nothing to do with the character of Jesus. It was
Is
about
Jesus
the
begotten and not made? Because the Nicene Creed says he is. Is that a character of Jesus? Is he begotten, not made?
Planet, you have to hear me right now, bro, because
You have to read the Nicene Creed. Is Jesus begotten, not made? You have to read.
Do you know that if you run demineralized water across concrete, it eats it away? Go and take a look at demineralized water. It's more dangerous than anything else. Let's get into your Big Bang theory.
Luke, was the water of the flood demineralized? Well, considering it was ocean water with salt in it, I'd say probably not.
Oh, you reckon it was all salt?
Yes, it was 100% salt and 0% water. No.
So now there you confirmed now that the flood did happen. Well, that is where that whole thing of evolution comes in.
No, we're not talking about evolution. We're talking about the erosive powers of water.
Yes, the erosive powers of water.
So don't talk about evolution.
It's funny how you guys want to keep it within a certain range, but you don't allow any other things in range because.
Wow! Isn't it funny how if somebody wants to keep the conversation focused on one thing, they don't let the conversation get switched to other things? It's really funny how people like me do that, isn't it? It's really funny. Or does it make perfect sense?
Science, yes. Let's go. Yeah. If you're going to take your science and you take just take the Earth's revelation, the way the Earth is turning. Science proving that the Earth is slowing down.
That the days are shorter? So you agree that Earth is billions of years old because our data about Earth slowing down is taken from fossils where we measure it's something about isotopes of oxygen in the shells, I believe. But that comes from secular science that is studying fossils that they know to be many hundreds of millions of years old to tell that our day has been getting shorter. So you are appealing to secular. You are appealing to secular science and the science centered around evidences that are assuming a many billion-year-old Earth to tell me that the Earth is slowing down, therefore it's not billions of years old. This is really, really stupid. This is like when flat earthers come in here and tell me about how the fact that space has certain characteristics proves that space is that Earth is flat. They appeal to modern scientific data and information centered around a global Earth model to prove that the Earth is not a globe.
I'm not replying to any of that. What I'm
Okay.
saying is,
Later.
do
you exist?
Maybe define existence.
Answer the question under your own terms.
No, define existence.
Okay, then goodbye.
Run away, pussy. Run, you little coward-ass bitch.
Well, I went after the wrong Christian.
Not the Christian you want to come for because I want.
See, told you so. He's come a long way. He used to just do this.
Can you answer? I didn't see a question. But live as much as I could before I leave because.
So I made a video about part of his video. He made a video in response. Now he says a lot of things in there. There's just one thing that I'm going to address.
Because without God's existence, there is no objective wrong or objective right. There's only a subjective wrong according to you.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sorry to burst your bubble, but you got nothing. Because in your video, you say this.
So if God kills all the people on the planet, including babies, you think he's unfair because those babies no longer exist. But the truth is, he killed the people that were evil and took the children to him.
Hilarious side note, but his claim there is not substantiated by anything. So I asked him to do that, and he just completely, I mean, it's comedy gold. These jokes write themselves. These people have nothing.
I don't live by sight. I live by faith. So you can't disprove anything to me. I won't believe a word that comes out of your mouth if you try to disprove God to me because I have faith.
No, you can disprove it to yourself, actually.
I can't. I physically cannot.
Incredibly weak. Do you understand that?
That sounds incredibly passionate for the creator that made me as an individual.
Is the God that you believe in omniscient?
Absolutely.
The outcry against Sodom and Gomorrah is so great and their sin is so grievous that I will go down and see if what they have done is bad or is as bad as the outcry that has reached me. If not, then I will know. So he's not omniscient.
There. Exactly. I don't see how you're saying that he's not omniscient.
But it's like I told you, it's all about probability. You have to take the evidence around. You have to take the evidence around you, and you have.
But you can't calculate this. What are the odds that the universe came from some sort of God?
You don't have to calculate it. It's just you just have to make a.
Then stop saying it has anything to do with statistics.
I'm not saying it has to do with statistics in the way that
yes, you did.
Yes, but I'm not trying to say. I'm not talking in a numerical sense. I'm just talking about.
you There aren't multiple kinds. There's no non-mathematical statistics. That's not a thing.
How do they make directions on our Earth if it's constantly spinning? Like, how is the North Pole the
Be nice. The North Pole isn't moving anywhere. Everything else is going east to west, or west to east, actually, but that isn't going anywhere.
So, out of all the historical texts we have, is there any contradictions between what they say? For the Bible, there's no contradictions. Everything leads to the same thing.
No, there's contradictions.
Okay, you want to show me? Where there's historical evidence that are contradictions.
How did Judas Iscariot die?
Judas what?
Iscariot.
Hold on, I don't know who that is.
You don't know who the man that portrayed Jesus is?
Bro, I have not read the entire Bible, and
it's pretty hard to not believe in God when you look at the complexity of how this earth was created and that how
was it created?
Look at everything around you. You really
said
see this
look at the complexity of how everything was created. How was it created?
By God.
No. Okay, well, I didn't ask you what created it. I asked you how.
God created it.
Because you said your evidence for God is the complexity around how things were created. So tell me how things were created.
Yeah, I'm telling you. God created the earth. God put animals on
I didn't tell you what created the earth.
I
didn't ask you that.
No,
how?
my friend. You're asking me how the earth was created, and I'm telling you how I believe it was created. I don't fall for that nonsense about how we were just cells and evolved into apes and then evolved into humans.
Yeah, you don't believe in verified scientific ideas. That's fine. How was the Earth created?
It's not that I don't believe in evolution. I just don't think we were apes, my friend.
We still are, but that's also not the question. How was the Earth created?
What? I've never seen an ape speak English.
You're an ape and you speak English, so yes, you have. How was the Earth created?
How? I already answered you that question, my friend.
No, you told me God. You said God created the Earth. I didn't ask you what created the Earth. I asked you how.
You asked how.
You have a tenuous grasp of the English language. I asked you how the Earth was created, and you told me God created the Earth. That's not how. That's a what created the Earth. So
if I explain how, you won't agree because it's using biblical facts, but you don't believe in any of those words. So
so go ahead. How?
Yeah, the first 7 pages, the first 1 page of Genesis explains how.
No, it doesn't.
The first was yes, it does. In the beginning was the word. That's literally the first sentence, and then it goes on to talk about.
Yeah, that's not a how. That's a claim.
Bro, what? I'm telling you how, but you don't agree with how I believe it was.
You're not telling me how.
I'm telling you how. There's no
way. So you don't know how.
Yeah, we know how. God created it. That's how.
That's not how.
Oh my gosh. Okay, if someone asks me,
God created the Earth.
No. If someone
the
asks
only
me,
information
how
we
did
have
the fence
there
turn black?
is
I'll say I painted
what
it.
created
That's
the
how.
Earth.
My friend.
No, that's not how.
Yes, it
All
is.
you've told me is what.
That's how the fence got painted. I painted it. So the same way God created it, that's how.
How did you paint the fence? Did you use a brush? Did you just splash it on there? Did you use an air sprayer? Did you use spray paint? Did you use lead paint? Did you use acrylic paint? Did you use a water-based paint? What color was it? We know none of those things at all if all you do is say, I painted it. How do you not get this?
No, you're not understanding the fact that if we're not told something, how are we meant to know? How can I tell you something that I don't know if it's not said?
I do believe in creationism, and I do not believe the Big Bang happened. It's just a theory.
Do you think that relativity is true?
Sure.
That's a theory, though.
That's okay.
Okay, so do you think that subatomic particles exist?
I guess I've never seen them, but I have to agree that they exist.
Okay, but that's also just a theory.
Right.
Okay, do you think that germs cause some illnesses? Not all, but some illnesses.
Sure.
That's a theory.
None of those have to do with the creation of this planet.
So, yeah, except all of them are, the reason you trust those scientific theories is because the scientific methodology is like our best fact-finding methodology that we've ever come up with, I think. So you're picking and choosing which theories are good based on which beliefs you already have.
Homo sapiens never existed, bruv. They've never existed. They never existed.
Okay, April. Okay,
Those
April.
animals,
Ready?
Homo sapiens
April, please
have
stop.
never existed.
Please stop. Human. Ready? Human. What is the name of human? Homo sapiens. You literally just claimed that humans don't exist.
What are you saying now? Did you just say that we are animals? Didn't you say? You just said.
Is the God you believe in omniscient? Does he know everything?
Yeah, and I know what you're going to say
You got
now.
your Bible in front of you? I will go down and see if what they have done is as bad as the outcry has reached me. If not, I will know. He's not all-knowing. He has to go to Sodom and Gomorrah and see for himself.
He was saying
Then
something,
the Lord said,
and then
all of the things I said. This is God talking. Then the Lord said, it's not Abraham.
Okay.
It's not Abraham.
Okay.
It's the Lord.
Okay.
You said that because you have to say that,
Sure.
because you know
Yes,
that
I
this
was reading
means he's
wrong
not
language.
omniscient. So you said it's Abraham, but it's not.
No.
And now you're just going to make something new.
Oh my God. But he
Oh,
gave
you're
me the
God.
ability.
Yeah.
Oh, so you don't believe in free will believing.
Oh my
So
not
you don't believe in free
omniscient
will
God.
according to. Oh my God. Bro.
Oh my not
Read the
omniscient
Bible.
God.
Read the Bible.
I just read the Bible. He rage quitted.
It makes pretty darn well sense if you actually read it.
pretty darn well sense, doesn't make any grammatical sense, but also the story doesn't make any sense.
Why are you so? This is atheism of the gaps. You sound
Atheism
ridiculous.
of the gaps. I'm not.
Atheism of the gaps. What in the world? Look.
I've never heard anyone say that. You're the first one.
Look,
That's so good.
It's simple. This is the genetic code. Look, it says I mean, it's no way that evolution can occur naturally, and you can say that because
you believe in evolution.
Yeah, but it can't occur naturally though, because of information.
It obviously can. You believe that it does.
No, I believe it occurs because of an intelligently designed code that tells evolution exactly
even
how
if
to
that's
evolve.
true,
Mm-hmm.
even if God designed DNA and the replicating mechanisms within cells to work in a way that allows organisms to evolve, they still evolve naturally. Do you think that a miracle happens every single time one of my cells in my body copies the DNA?
You don't need a miracle, it's just information.
So because no miracle is happening,
why are you trying to throw
it's
a miracle?
not, it is happening naturally. So everything you just said is not true.
Why are you throwing in miracles? See, you're trying to throw in a red herring. Miracles have nothing to do with it. I was talking about, listen.
This is the most this use of this card ever.
Do you know
anything
anything about information theory?
You're taught in school the same thing. They don't teach you about God in school. They teach you about, well, you were from an ape and then you came here and now you're here. That's all they teach you.
We have a First Amendment, so.
Okay, doesn't change how what's in our law books and what's in our rule books we have to follow.
You're saying the First Amendment doesn't affect what's in our law books that we have to follow?
In our textbooks in school.
Did you didn't seriously just say that, did you? All right, we're going to get to the bottom of this and figure out what she was talking about. Jalabama, Jalaska, Jarizona, Jarkansaw, California, Colorado, Connecticut, Delaware, Florida.
If you can bring me up some evidence on why evolution is true, I could sit here and say, well, somebody
Literally
said that.
genetics or the fossil record or comparative anatomy, embryology.
Mm-hmm. You were saying?
That's the evidence.
So evolution...
all life on Earth shares at least one gene. So therefore, all life on Earth is related. That's the evidence that we have.
Okay. And you said that that's a fact, right?
That we share genes with all life on the planet? Yeah, we know that.
Where does truth come from, given your worldview?
I mean, if you're going to tell me that truth comes from divine intervention, then I can just say, in my imagination, Zip Zop, who's the actual supreme overlord of the cosmos, told me things that are true, and you have there's nothing you can do to refute me, but I don't think that that's actually useful for anybody.
I can most definitely refute that claim. It's because you're not the standard. Yeah, Ken, you're not the standard of truth. You change every time.
Yeah,
just like
Zip Zop is, and he divinely revealed it to me. That's what I'm saying.
How do you know that he divinely revealed it to you? If you live in
the
a
same
worldview,
way you know that you have the same way you have a personal relationship with whatever you believe in, I'll just claim the exact same thing.
Well, no, you can't do that.
It's changed a little bit in the last 10 or 12 years. It used to be about 12 million. Now they think it's about, or at 12 billion. Now they think it's about 16 billion light years from us to the most distant star, right?
No, it's way more than that.
16 billion light years? No, that's what's heavily considered about the furthest distance, right? And if you study Hawking or Green, that's about the number you're going to come up with.
The universe is like 43 billion light years.
I'm just going to say no.
Unaliving is wrong.
Is it always wrong?
Yes.
Who flooded the world and killed every person except Noah and his family?
God flooded the world. Well, it wasn't all the world.
Killed everybody on the planet except Noah and his family.
God.
So that was wrong.
No. Could you be an atheist if God doesn't exist?
Well, then you believe in leprechauns, leprechauns, and unicorns.
I'm just saying. I mean, is it the definition of
So am I.
atheism a lack of belief in the existence of God?
Yeah, I also
Is
don't
that-
believe in leprechauns, but that doesn't mean that therefore they must exist.
No, but you don't lack a belief in the existence of unicorns, or lack a belief in the existence of Frodo, or lack
Yes,
a
I
belief
do.
in the existence of the Tooth Fairy.
Ask me if I believe in the Tooth Fairy. Do it, Angel. Ask me if I believe in the Tooth Fairy.
No,
Do it.
we're talking
Ask
about.
me. Ask me if I believe in the Tooth Fairy.
We're talking about existence. Existence. You specifically, an atheist specifically lacks.
Hawaii, Idaho, Illinois, Jindiana, Iowa, Kansas, Kentucky. I think I can summarize your argument. Premise 1. Premise 2. Therefore, is it okay to punish somebody for a crime they didn't commit?
No.
Can an unborn baby be guilty of anything?
No.
So during the flood, when every pregnant woman died, it was wrong to have killed all of the unborn babies.
No, because technically we are born into sin. We are born sinners. Sin is.
Can a sinner go to heaven?
Now this is where it gets really juicy. No. I'm going to be as literal as possible with my answers.
Okay, well, those babies are in hell then.
Can sin enter heaven? No.
I asked you, can a sinner go to heaven?
And I just said sin cannot go to heaven. Sinners are people who have committed sins, and if sin can't go to heaven, they can't go to heaven.
Give me an example of something you think is wrong. Always wrong.
Torturing a baby.
What if God did it?
It depends what you mean by torture. Do you have any children?
Not yet.
All
I
right,
got a
well,
sock I
hopefully-
can show you.
So when we check
Anybody could be wrong.
So when we check,
You're the type of person that doesn't believe you can be wrong, though.
Oh, I believe I can be wrong. Absolutely.
So when we check
Is it possible that
Sorry.
Christianity is false?
No.
There we go.
I could be wrong, but not about that.
Not about that.
For example, shadows cast on mountains when the sun sets are cast from the bottom up, a physical impossibility if the earth is flat.
Is that you, cricket sound? That's you? You can do a cricket sound?
No, that's just
Wow.
CGI. So how did you experimentally prove that the earth is flat?
Okay. I went out with a Nikon P900 camera. I saw.
P900!
Yeah.
You're
You know
a
what?
parody of the dumbest version of yourself.
No, you got.
God,
let me-
get out of
Okay.
here.
Can anybody make another human being?
My fiance and I could.
Not really, but prior to.
No, yeah, we could.
No,
You want me to
But you're
tell you how it
only
works?
Yes, murder is wrong.
Okay, according to God, is it wrong?
According to God, yes.
Okay, what if God told you to murder somebody? Louisiana, Jane, Gerald, it could have been Jane. That sounds more like a girl name. Massachusetts, Michigan, Minnesota, Mississippi.
So how much do you know about black body radiation and Hawking radiation? Because
Those
Hawking
are not
was
at all the same thing. I think that you're actually a con artist. Because
Do you think so?
If
Check.
you knew what you
Look
were
me
talking
up.
about, you wouldn't have said that.
Look me up. If you think I'm a con artist, don't try to silence me or say something silly. Look me up.
No, I'm not interested. Nobody that actually knows physics,
Well, you can't call me a
say
con
that
artist.
Hawking
You
radiation and black body
con-
curves
Hang on.
are the
And
same
actually,
thing.
I'm looking in your chats because I find this funny too. Ask Andrew about his restraining order on him. I don't have a restraining order on me.
The theory of evolution would say that they would become more organized and more precise. That's kind of the point in evolution.
What? What organism is more precise than an organism? And what the hell does that even mean? Nothing? Okay. He left!
You're committing a fallacy, and I'm not exactly
No,
sure.
I'm not.
Okay, maybe I think you're committing like if okay, I see what you're getting to, like, and I don't have necessarily the answer right now.
So let me ask you how instinctual you are.
Let's say tomorrow I tell somebody that you and I had a conversation. Are you with me so far?
Yeah.
And then the person I tells their mom. Is that a first-hand account?
Yes.
You're stupid. You're an actual stupid human being.
What do you mean?
And I don't want to talk
had
to
a
you
conversation.
anymore.
No,
if
it's not.
humans evolved, what would the evidence look like?
You can't do that for a scientific. That would just be a scientific hypothesis.
We have the evidence. You're just unaware of it. So
No.
if humans evolved, what would the evidence look like?
You can't do that.
What in the
Because
Jolly
the-
Roger
the-
fuck are you talking about? Missouri, Jontana, Nebraska. That kind of sounds like a NC. That sounds like a Division I football player. Nebraska. Javada, sorry. Jew Jampshire, or is it just Jew Hampshire? Jew Jersey. Why do you not believe in evolution?
Because I don't believe that
we came from monkeys.
Yeah, we came from monkeys.
Yeah,
we came
from nothing.
We came from whales.
Yeah, I don't believe that
I've
either.
heard stories that we've came from.
So how are you dealing? Why do you continue to believe in it when it fails according to your own epistemological standard?
What's failing, though? That's what I don't understand.
How are you this stupid?
Do you believe in God or no?
Just this one.
What's that?
God.
That's not God. It's a plushie.
It's God.
You ain't got nothing going up on in that skull of yours. Just some twigs.
Oh man, you said it again. Do you know what a double negative is?
You know what a double knuckle sandwich is?
I have an award for you though too.
What's that?
Here you go. This award.
Hey, I'll take
this
what I
is
can.
where
I'll
you
take
can
what I
put
can.
all of your arguments. They can go right in here because what you produced was a big steaming pile of. No, I teach them all the fundamental axioms of Satanism. Evolution,
what'd you say?
down with capitalism, and the LGBTQ.
Did you say something
teach
about-
all those things all day long?
Did you say something about Satanism?
Hell yeah.
And that's what you're really teaching kids?
Has the Dark Lord entered you too, brother?
Oh, you real messed up. You messed up in the head. You need to be institutionalized. You need to be put away forever. God, I think look at you. Look at this man. And this is the man y'all come to for knowledge. This man is what they call him, a quack.
So, okay, well, so I maintain the position that the threshold of evidence that we use in scientific hierarchy of evidences, evidentiary hierarchies in science, does not satisfy the notion that evolution should be taken as fact, real or true. When we talk about proof and we apply stuff in evidence-based medicine, for example, we utilize randomized controlled trials and meta-analyses of those controlled trials. And that's the top of the scientific hierarchy. And the bottom of it is expert opinion. So where would you say evolution falls in the evidentiary hierarchy that we use in science?
Nothing that you just said makes any sense.
Well, if you really want that theory of everything for physics, you forget that stupid idea that space can do something. It's
The
very
stupid
stupid
idea
idea.
that space can do something.
Yeah. This light moving direction.
Okay,
This
no, I can't.
This
I
light
can't. I
light
can't do
moving
this
direction
anymore.
when.
Nope.
What?
No, this isn't interesting. Good luck with your hydraulic press channel. Well, it's like my dad always used to say, get back in the basement. Who let you out?
If you say somebody is immoral, would you say there's room for improvement?
I suppose so. Do you think that it's impossible to improve upon the Bible?
No, I think you can improve on the Bible.
So then the Bible is not perfectly moral.
Okay. When you're saying improve, like, is there error in the Bible? Yes, there's error in the Bible.
Jesus Christ.
I just want to understand what you're saying before I make an answer, man. Just chill.
This is the thing you said. You said, if somebody's not perfectly moral, or you said if somebody's immoral, do you think we could improve upon them? Yes. You think the Bible can be improved upon. That means it's immoral.
Yeah, so Numbers 31, I condemn it, yes.
Why?
Because what Moses did was a sin.
Okay. Why is it a sin?
Because it's the harming of an innocent.
So do you think it's objectively wrong?
Do I think it's objectively wrong to harm an innocent as the creation? Yes.
Okay. What if God told them to do that?
Then it would have been good.
See, this is what subjective morality looks like. You said it's objectively wrong to harm an innocent unless God says to harm an innocent.
Yeah, I believe that the source, in order to be everything, must be no thing as well, because if you're everything, you have to also be no thing.
Yeah, that makes absolutely no sense, but whatever.
Yes, that's the epitome of a triune way of thinking. You have God, the source, you have everything, and then you have nothing.
Yeah, you have the innie, the mini, and the miny, and the mo. Oh no, shoot, that's quaternary.
No, it's quite simple. The theory of everything and nothing. Have you ever heard of that theory?
The theory of everything and nothing? The thing you literally just made up just now?
No, I did not. There's a whole book on it.
Wow!
Even 11 September, it was all CGI, no airplane.
Oh my God, that's the dumbest thing I've heard today.